Hello, mic check. Okay. All right. I think we are live. So मी आता फक्त चेक करतोय कशा सिस्टम कशी वर्क होते वगैरे. लेट्स सी. आय एम ऑल्सो नॉट शुअर एक्झॅक्टली लेटन्सी कशी आहे, अडकतंय हे का वगैरे वगैरे. सो आणि स्पीड कसा आहे या सगळ्या गोष्टी. ऑल राईट. सो व्हॉट इज दिस सेइंग? लेट जस्ट चेक. Okay, which market and payment rail should the MVP target first? These are global first, both from day one. Detect region. I think I'm more integration work, but I would really like to have it geo routed. So separate repo where the commercial product will separate repo engine as dependency. Yes. And how much identity do you want at launch? Zero login, token link only. So payment session access key, email capture, optional magic link email. No passwords, sign in with, I think magic link is fine. Feedback tied to lowest friction, email captured by the payment receipt. Okay. Not sure about this. Payment session equal to access key. I think magic link is fine. For MVP, should I write a concrete implementation plan, write concrete MVP plan, keep refining, discuss pricing psychology, GSU, or unit economics? No, I think directly write is fine. Yes. Okay, we need some music in the background for this. So best option to stream music. Best option. Party stream. Best way पाहिजे. The best option is to use dedicated stream safe DMCA free like Epidemic and Pretzel. Curated list. Okay. So and best solution using OBS. Is lower than recommended. We use stream. Okay, so we have to increase the bit rate. Stream is healthy. Okay, I think this is fine. So OBS मध्ये click sources, application audio capture, name stream music. मग 3 dots. All right, track 1 live and track 2 VOD archive. Apply the safe settings. I don't know. I'm not sure about keeping music on or off. For now, let's just keep it off. So हा बंद करूयात आपण. त्यानंतर पब्लिक ठीक आहे, हा ऑफ करूयात. Let this be there and let's continue. AI presence. Okay, the plan is above. त्याने प्लॅन लिहिलेला आहे. Before starting working on this, we want to pass information for other project, which is Buddy AI. Dashboard lights. एक minute. AI presence check करूयात आधी. New separate repo imports. These are the library. Yes, this engine perfect. Repo layout असा आहे. आणि teaser full split. Okay, preview आणि full दोन सेपरेट मध्ये दिलेले आहे. Makes sense. Paywall sits between these. मला just flow बघायचा आहे. Honesty decision. Label the teaser number. Quick scan score. Okay, and the paid one full audit score. Yeah, right, that makes sense. Anchoring the headline on the quick scan. ठीक है. Live progress already a clean seam. पब्लिश टू दोज डेटा मॉडेल पोस्टग्रेस आणि SQL. ठीक आहे, मला वाटतं या पॉईंटला जस्ट SQLite चालेल. लेट्स यूज सिम्पल थिंग्स. रिक्वेस्ट फ्लो, audits, verify, turn style, rate limiting, PDF, render a product branded HTML from structured result.json, and it will be converted into PDF. TK, abuse and cost control. Turn style, what does it mean? We need one browser here. So CTOschool छोटं टाकलं, टेक्स्ट मोठा घ्यायला पाहिजे. The word CTOschool can be little bigger. We want turn style, meaning mechanical gate with rotating arms. Oh, okay. Turn style. Per IP rate limit, per domain 24 cache, 24 over. Okay. So हे जे डिझाईन डिसिजन्स आहेत याला जास्त वेळ विचार करावा लागतो की हाऊ डू यू वॉन्ट टू, बिकॉज दॅट इज अबाउट द टेस्ट, की तुम्हाला टेस्ट आहे का, हाऊ द प्रॉडक्ट शुड बी. So it does. So I'm just creating a thumbnail video, for Instagram, for YouTube, आणि control openclaw control try again. Okay, so, and this looks like a good image. Share करायला cyberpunk text studio. Okay, let's just download same image as Manas dystopian YT thumbnail and CTOschool watermark. Fine. So we just want to ensure that our product design is proper here. I'm not sure पहिली स्ट्रीम कोणापर्यंत पोहोचते पण का, so I'm chill about it. We probably need a high-speed internet. Right now I'm on 60 Mbps plan, maybe convert it to 100 Mbps. Okay. So now SEO, geo, flywheel. Okay, open risk to decide as we go. Provider key, cost budgeting, refund policy on failed full audits, legal. हे काय नाही द्यायचं आहे आपल्याला आता या पॉइंटला. The plan is above. So we want to keep things simple in the MVP. Let's not use Postgres, use SQLite. A report in HTML format, and then PDF is fine. HTML can also be made accessible to the user with some hard-coded password, so they can show around, posted on our site only, but password locked. We really want to get the flow right and smooth. Apply Steve Jobs thinking hat and come up with a flawless and extremely smooth user experience and user journey for this. We are okay with no login initially. We really want to test the waters, but ensure that we are not attacked and our budget of API does not, our cost of API does not go overboard due to misuse or deliberate attempts. Think of the user flow first, then we can think on the can be incremental build, so it's all right to not have many things at the start. Okay, खूप lag होतोय. I can see there is just huge lag. Why is it lagging? So lagging, sorry. Yeah. Huge lagging in recording in OBS, in streaming on YT with OBS. I can see 30-second gap between OBS, between what's being shown on YT versus my screen. What does it say? 30-second is usually caused by YouTube's default normal latency, which buffers more for viewer stability. It can also be compounded by OBS. Okay, so change YouTube latency. But give me standard settings. Okay. Video resolution base canvas resolution 1920. Output downscale filter. Okay, output streaming encoder. Encoder NVIDIA. Dictate how your video is packed. Advanced network stability. Want to apply this? Fill these settings. Decrease the lag. ओके आवाज नाही येते मला वाटतं व्हिडिओ क्वालिटी क्लिअर आहे हो येतोय हो तेवढा लॅग नाही आहे माझ्या स्क्रीनवर जास्त लॅग दिसतो लॅग नाही आहे माझ्या स्क्रीनवर लॅग दिसतो ठीक आहे या 8-10 सेकंदाचं आय थिंक आय एम ओके विथ दॅट तुम्ही खाली खूप वेळा बघतोय सो या असा घेतला तर जास्तच खाली आहे आय थिंक दिस इज फाईन ओके so okay, after they pay, let's just read this through. See how AI sees your business. Fine. A near empty page, one headline, one sentence, one big input field, yourbusiness.com below it, font bigger, business audited. Okay. This is for me and it's effortless. Okay. So थोडासा खाली जाईल scan anticipation, not a spinner. Asking ChatGPT best for a subtle progress bar. Whoa, it's actually asking about me right now. And just watch. Moment 3, the reveal, the hook. Moment 4, the desire. Show a tiny table of contents, what's inside. Moment 5, the purchase. Then the build. Moment 7, the unlock keepsake. स्टेट मशीन लँडिंग पेजवर येईल, स्कॅन करेल, स्कॅनिंग टीजर पे वॉल दिसेल, पे बिल्ड. So every off ramp lands somewhere graceful. Red bots, run styles are in DNS, just domains. Young domains fail instantly per domain cache, per IP rate limit. Okay, so after they pay the full audit, it takes a few minutes. What should that moment feel like? Live build on the page, देखवायचं आहे का, reuse the delightful console show, real dump audit running. Yeah, I don't mind. In the free teaser, how much of the score do we reveal? 48 out of 100 plus maximum trust and emotional hook. Pull on is downside. The precise score is scrapable by computers at preview cost. So grade vibe. Add the exact number. ठीक है, I think I don't mind. बट त्याने मला युजर जर्नीचा फ्लो नाही दिला आहे, त्याने इन टर्म्स ऑफ मुवमेंट दिला आहे, बट फ्लो फर्स्ट अँड प्रोटेक्टेड बाय डिझाईन नॉट बोल्टेड ऑन. हिअर्स द जर्नी विथ स्टीव जॉब्स हॅट, वन डिसिजन पर स्क्रीन, नेवर डेड एंड. टेस्टिंग करूयात. So close, testing comments, working fine. इथे रिअल टाइम दिसतंय आणि स्ट्रीमिंग मध्ये कमी दिसतंय. साऊंड्स गुड. चॅट काढून टाकू. You just close dockable window. Yes, okay, I'm okay with it. Merge केलाय. Dashboard now lies in VM. Confirm real gap. Propose fix layer 1 truthful UI. Truthful status. Okay, so one droplet per user. Yes, by policy app enforced only. Right now, that's fine. Final steps to test. Say the word, I'll start. Yes, I mean, I do want you to fix those things first. So let's do that. Let's fix those things properly and robustly before moving on to testing. Coming back to AI Presence Auditor, we need a good name for that. Okay, so let's spin up two more screens. Claude dangerously keep permissions. We need a shortcut for this. ENGEROU keep permission. Let's imagine the flow. Hmm. So is locked and saved. Final flow काय आहे बघूयात आपण. Magic moment, no money yet. I think let's just ask it to create a placeholder thing आणि मग तो म्हणतो scaffolder repo next door programming मध्ये AIPA web. So I think we can import two different things and build slice one. So you can literally want me to scaffolding plus site one. Uh, hmm. We do want to get started and first bit experience the uh, way did but before that we want to get clarity on how to manage projects. They have to separate it. One code copy open stick. So right now we are working on two different projects simultaneously, but जसं अशा गोष्टी पुढे जातील we'll work on more projects simultaneously. There are a lot of things to be done. Yeah, I think for Detacha, we should just get that out before working on the new project. So there are a few things that need to be done on Detacha. Let me just pull up project. Okay, I think I'll just have to import it. New, so open and have it here. Zip and higher architecture, database, specs, database, and further development so that AI have a good context that each has a context. This project is hosted over in Delight code backend type integration tested and a structured self platform. Review इथे आपण change करतोय. All right. So this project is called Buddy AI. What we are doing is building one-click openclaw. So any user will come to the site on a single click. They will get their own virtual machine, and त्या virtual machine वर openclaw installed केलेलं असेल. It is openclaw is a harness. So basically 6 महिन्यांपूर्वी फेमस झालेली सिस्टम आहे आणि in the future we'll see more and more other options. Right now there are two, Hermes and openclaw. So त्यामध्ये तुम्ही वेगळे गोष्टी कनेक्ट करू शकतात, लाईक व्हॉट्सॲप, स्लॅक, टेलिग्राम, डिस्कॉर्ड, मायक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम्स. मल्टिपल मॉडेल्स वापरू शकतात, ChatGPT, जेमिनी, क्लॉड एक्सेट्रा. आणि मल्टिपल टूल्स कनेक्ट करू शकतात, फॉर एक्झाम्पल गुगल जीमेल, ड्राईव्ह, कॅलेंडर, किंवा तुम्ही झॅपियर वापरून मल्टिपल सर्व्हिसेस, HubSpot, सो सो ब्रिंगिंग एव्हरीथिंग टुगेदर. आणि मग पूर्ण मशीनचा ॲक्सेस दिला असतो, लाईव्ह मशीनचा, विच इज अ लिनक्स मशीन. सो इमॅजिन यू आर टॉकिंग ऑन टेलिग्राम आणि मग बिहाइंड द सीन्स AI ला त्याचं पूर्ण एक काइंड ऑफ हे दिलं. सो इट काइंड ऑफ सिम्युलेट्स द ह्युमन एक्सपिरियन्स. लाईक ह्युमन एक्सपिरियन्समध्ये आपण सपोज एखाद्या एम्प्लॉयला घेतलं, तर आपण एम्प्लॉयला घेतो त्याच्या ब्रेनसाठी. पण त्या एम्प्लॉयला मार्केटमध्ये फिरायचं आहे, तर त्याला त्याची बॉडी पण लागणार आहे, त्याला चालावं लागेल, त्याला हात वापरावे लागतील वगैरे वगैरे. सो AI इज युअर एम्प्लॉई. तुमचा AI हा डिजिटल आहे. हा AI एम्प्लॉई तुमचा ब्रेन आहे, आणि तो ब्रेन ChatGPT आहे फॉर एक्झाम्पल. सो तुम्ही नॉर्मल ChatGPT, क्लॉडमध्ये तर विचारतातच, पण तुम्हाला स्वतःला विचारावं लागतं, आणि त्याच्यानंतर तो तुम्हाला फक्त उत्तर देईल कन्सल्टंट टाईप, पण तो स्वतः काही काम नाही करणार. तर जर तुम्हाला AIला हात पाय वगैरे द्यायचे आहेत त्याचे, तर मग याचा अर्थ तुम्हाला कम्प्युटरला एक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम द्यावं लागते, एक मशीन द्यावं लागतं, की त्या मशीनमध्ये तो वर्ड ओपन करेल, मायक्रोसॉफ्ट पॉवर पॉईंट ओपन करेल, त्या याच्यामध्ये तो फाईल्स सेव्ह करू शकेल वगैरे वगैरे. तर ओपनक्लॉ आणि हर्मिस या सिस्टम्स आहेत की जे AIला असे अवयव देतात. सो नॉर्मल मॉडेल म्हणजे डोकं, आणि शरीर म्हणजे हे पूर्ण हार्नेस. आता प्रॉब्लेम असा आहे की ते शरीर आणि डोकं तयार करणं आणि ते वापरणं हे कॉम्प्लेक्स आहे. हे कोणाला पण वापरणं आता तरी आपणला इतकं सहज सोपं नाही आहे. IT टेकमधले लोक करू शकतील. तर वी आर बिल्डिंग अ सिस्टम की जिकडे एका क्लिकमध्ये ही बॉडी तयार होते, ही बॉडी आणि ब्रेन तयार होते एका क्लिकमध्ये. जर तुम्हाला ही बॉडी आणि ब्रेन सेपरेटली तयार करायची असेल, तर तुम्हाला नॉर्मल ह्युमन लाईफमध्ये आपण 9 महिन्याची ती प्रोसेस असते पूर्ण, आणि त्याच्यानंतर ती व्यक्ती जन्माला येते. इथे तुम्हाला 2 दिवस खेळावं लागेल, बऱ्याच गोष्टींचं लक्ष द्यावं लागेल, आणि मग तो 2-4 दिवसांनंतर जन्माला येईल, आणि मग तुम्हाला बघावं लागेल की त्याला कसं वापरायचं आहे. सो व्हॉट वी डू इज वी रिड्यूस दॅट गॅप ऑफ 4-5 days. सो ह्युमन्सच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये जी 9 महिन्यांची जी प्रोसेस आहे ती आपण कंडेन्स करून 3 मिनिटामध्ये आणतो. 3 मिनिटामध्ये तुम्हाला एक स्वतःचा AI मिळतो की ज्याला बॉडी पण आहे. बॉडी म्हणजे नॉट लाईक द फिजिकल बॉडी, बट इट हॅज इट्स ओन टूल्स फॉर 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 इट्स ब्रेन, की तो ब्रेन करून आलेल्या गोष्टीवर तो ऍक्ट करू शकतो. तर दॅट इज व्हॉट वी आर बिल्डिंग इन दिस बडी AI, अँड देन टार्गेटेड मोस्टली फॉर इनिशियली US and Europe. So yes, it's one of the most ambitious project that I have had, at least in terms of tech architecture and everything. It's really complex. तर येस, सो दॅट इज बडी AI. अँड आपलं सिम्पल फोर लूप टेस्ट झालेला आहे. खूप रोबस्ट नाही आहे तो या पॉइंटला. इट्स स्टील अ बिट बिट डेलिकेट. लॉगिंग आणि बाकीच्या गोष्टी वापरून त्याला अजून मॉडिफाय करता येईल. बट वी आर जस्ट चेकिंग द एंटायर एंड टू एंड लूप, की तो कम्प्लीट होतोय का आणि कसं वर्क होते सिस्टम, बिकॉज देर आर लॉट ऑफ न्यू थिंग्स फॉर मी ॲज वेल. So that, and that will take a while to complete. And yeah, so what I was gonna check, clerk pricing. We are using clerk there. Clerk is sort of an auth engine. So तुम्हाला with very less code you get the entire authentication engine setup for your computer, like forget password, log in with Google, वगैरे वगैरे सारख्या गोष्टी. तर 50,000 युजर्सला तो म्हणतोय की फ्री आहे. MRU म्हणजे मंथली रिकरिंग युजर आहेत का? Monthly retained users is a user who visits your app in a given month at least one day after signing up. This free day prevents unwelcome. Okay. 50,000पेक्षा जास्त वाढले की मग तो चार्ज करतोय. ओके, आय थिंक डिसेंट प्राइस टू पे राईट नाव, विच इज फ्री ऑफकोर्स. 50,000 युजर्स म्हणजे in our system if 50,000 users meaning probably 5,000 machines and 5,000 machines is maybe like $20. 20 इतक्या लवकर नाही होणार. सो $10 जरी पकडले तर 50,000 is like $500,000. So I think that's fine. Okay. If anybody is watching, do give a comment because मी पहिल्यांदाच बऱ्याच वर्षांनंतर पहिल्यांदाच स्ट्रीमिंग करतोय आणि इवन बॅक देन when I was streaming it was like one off. I wasn't consistent, so I don't know की आवाज क्लिअर आहे का, व्हिडिओ क्लिअर आहे का, आणि कुठून येत आहेत तुम्ही, बिकॉज दिस इज अ न्यू अकाउंट comparatively. And again, if you don't understand Marathi, you can drop down. So I haven't decided whether I want to stream in English, Hindi, or Marathi. Right now, it's kind of undecided because most of our users in CTO schools are from Maharashtra. I'm thinking currently Marathi, but I'm okay with any language. Mm. Yeah, most probably I'll just delete this one after I'm done. ठीक आहे. सो डिटॅचाने केलेलं आहे त्याचं अंडरस्टँडिंग. सो लेट जस्ट रीड क्लॉड MD. काय म्हटलं तो, सिंगल सोर्स ऑफ ट्रूथ फॉर अंडरस्टँडिंग दिस प्रोजेक्ट. डिटॅचा इज अ पेड सबस्क्रिप्शन बेस्ड राईल. येस. सो हिअर वी वॉन्ट टू डू फ्यू चेंजेस. Okay, so let me tell you about Detacha actually. All right. But before that, बडी एआयचा कोड झालाय का लिहून बघूयात. बिकॉज दीज आर लॉंगर कोड आणि या पॉईंटला खूप गोष्टी मला मल्टिपल पॅरलली नाही करता येते. आय हॅड डन लाईक 6 डिफरंट चॅट्स आर वर्किंग ऑन द सिस्टम, बट right now most of the things are done and we don't want to do too many things in the MVP period. So एकच चॅट चालू आहे, नाहीतर you would see me doing multiple parallel chats. So instead I am working on multiple parallel projects right now. Carousal Studio, let's ignore AI Presence याचं नाव शोधायचं आहे. सो आधी हा काय म्हटला बघूयात. Great instinct to build the whole experience simulated first. It means slice 1 needs to 0 API spend. Don't copy the logic to repos. Engine is as dependency. Copying the open source code into SAAS is one thing to avoid. But for simulated build, you don't even wire it. So the SAAS should talk to an abstraction, not to run audit directly. So audit runner, mock audit and engine. So the entire simulated experience is built against. The one thing you do copy is data, proper real results or JSON. VS Code one window, multi-root workspace, best for both. Don't pick between two windows and copy. Use a multi-root workspace, one window, both repos. So, okay, AI, PA, web, and workspace opens both as roots. You, okay, so मला वाटतं 3 ओपन करायला लागतील. So let's open this new window. याच्याविषयी पण मी सांगतो. Let's just open folder and go to programming, AI presence, project references, AI PA analystच्या याला खूप जास्त आहेत. AI presence auditor आणि AI PA web. Let's see AI PA. I see these projects. I see these projects. I will open new VS Code. Tell me. I will open new VS Code. Tell me which folders to open there. Yes, can afford web. So you have to tell me how you're on the was or instead of would definitely be good to have some. Okay, Detacha is a paid subscription style web delivering 365 day structure positioned as adjacent. Distinct from meditation, yes, business model one time life structure. All right, so here my psychology is we want we want we want trial period and uh, so trial period. So the two clear parts, right? So let's just say let's just try see whether want to mean to commit files. Yes, yes, go on commit. झाल्यावर त्याला प्रॉम्प्ट देऊयात. होय. हो. त्याची go on म्हटलं याला. So which do you prefer? I am branched off main rather than committing directly. Push up here, you can go can here directly and merge. Yeah, if anybody is watching, you can just comment whether you prefer Marathi, Hindi, English. It's my first time, first attempt in doing live streaming. So just testing out a few things. Working on a 3 or 4 different projects in parallel right now, and I just thought I will make the best use of my time doing multiple things at a time in one single activity. Okay, we gotta get some. When I would just join and drop. I don't I don't find something interesting, and if I don't understand what is happening, I would also prefer that there is some music there. So for the music, I kind of hang around. Well, I'll fix off off stream. Still working on, or it's been 20 minutes. The longest I had is 1 hour, but that was because it was running tests. This one is what is it doing? I just that folder is your engine AIPA presence, the AIPA analyst, AIPA query, etc. Are just the old per agent work trees from ignore them. Let me scaffold AIPA next door. Keeping simulated MVP simple, one fast API app that serves the single page experience. ठीक आहे. सो करतोय आणि मग त्याच्यानंतर नवीन रेपोमध्ये करूयात आपण फाईल करोजलकडे नंतर येऊया. डिटॅचाचं हे झालं नॉलेज बेस PR1 created and merged into main merged via fast forward. ठीक आहे. Okay, here we want to get some understanding about the business model. Right, here we go. Yes. So separate repos, one workspace window, mock now. We have this. त्याच्या आतमध्ये हे दोन ओपन केलेत आणि अजून काय म्हणतात AIPA web is scaffolded. I didn't run the live server. It's a blocking process. What to open in new open the workspace file, so get both projects. AIPA च्या आतमध्ये वर्कस्पेस आहे, ठीक आहे. सो AIPA च्या आतमध्ये AIPA वेबच्या आतमध्ये AIPA AIPA.code workspace. Here file open workspace. Web code workspace. आपण नवीन फाईल मध्ये you'll see two routes in the sidebar, AIPA web and this. So rather just open the AIPA web folder alone. The engine is right there for reference. Hello, पाठव. Open workspace. Okay, I think we got. मग AIPA वेब मध्ये आलो, पायथन हे तयार केलं वगैरे वगैरे. ओके, बरं. मग how the engine replaces the mock letter, your question, right? That was a valid question. The whole app talks to one SIM. That's exactly right. Workspace is set up perfectly. मग इथे जा, पायथन हे दे, ठीक आहे, आणि ॲक्टिवेट कर रिलोड, ठीक आहे. सगळ्याच कमांड्स पास कर. कंट्रोल जे, टर्मिनल, तो का बघू. Code opens on 127 and type, you should see clean landing page type, ठीक है. Two small notes, if PowerShell blocks activate, ठीक है. That's why the workspace is perfectly okay. Any type any real domain live console score counts of blood. परत एन्व्हायरमेंट सेपरेट पद्धतीने ॲक्टिवेट करावं लागेल. हो, करून घेत नव्हतं करायचं तिथे. मग ॲड ॲप इंजिन रनर, इंजिन ऑडिटर. Content never changes, but okay, but in case when we launch this project, the web app, how we will need to host the open source project as well, right? and what are the standard industry practices for this, where open source project exists and a separate business product also on top of it. हे झालं. त्यानंतर UV1 see how AI sees your business. ChatGPT काहीतरी डेट टाकावं लागेल. The instant score, no sign up. Detacha.com, auditing Detacha, reading Detacha. I like this. This is beautiful. 49 out of 100 AI systems barely know you exist, and when they do, they point fires elsewhere. What we found. Bias asked ChatGPT for CRM software for small teams. It names 3 computers. And to unlock now. And unlock now. Next, the full audit runs live. So checkout comes in 3 sizes: Razorpay 99, Stripe. This is really good. I loved the simplicity of it, and I think if Steve Jobs was around, he would love it. The same simplicity that Google had when they launched Google. Unlock your full AI presence report. All 5 engines, computer leaderboard, accuracy logs, step-by-step fixes, and unlock now and scan on. Now here is the dilemma, like how do we effectively show either rupees in Razorpay or Stripe for, and we don't want to show both when we don't know show dollar or should, and then where does the login come? So let's say if he unlocks, what should be, okay, so let's just ask that as well, but I liked where it is going. Before going further, इथे आलोय आपण. कंट्रोल जे इथे पण रन होत आहे. कंट्रोल जे, हो ओके, इथे सुद्धा रन करत आहे. ओके. क्लॉड डेंजरसली परमिशन, आणि जो दुसरा आपला होता त्याला आपल्याला त्याच्याकडून प्रॉम्प्ट घ्यावा लागेल. काय म्हणतोय, कसं होस्ट करायचं? इट्स अ सेंट्रल आर्किटेक्चर क्वेश्चन ऑफ ओपन कोर. शॉर्ट आन्सर फर्स्ट, देन स्टँडर्ड. डू यू सी द होस्ट? We need to host the open source. The engine is a library, not a server. Nothing runs on a separate. Two distinct things. You publish the code. That's the only hosting. Your web app bundles it as a dependency. At deploy time, your backend worker does pip install pip install AI Presence Auditor. Does this have what kind of other Python projects? Is it a common practice to have pip package like that over there? So when you launch, you deploy one thing, AIPA web, and is the well-trodden pattern, Supabase, etc. To repose clear boundary, public clear boundary. The moat is service, not hidden code. So yes, you give license set who can compete with your hosted. Apache 2.0 maximum adoption, but legally anyone including computer can host. That's fine. AGPL is still open, but anyone, it's okay. Apache 2.0 kiwa MIT license is fine. Two more things to set up if and when you accept outside contribution. A CLA or DCO, so contributors grant you the rights to use their contribution, right? Trademark the product name. AIPA web is eventual brand. So the engine code is free. A code is open. The name and hosted service are. What I actually do, I have to test the water scale. Keep it minimal. Engine states AIPA web pings the engine by git tag. Deploy only AIPA web to one chip host. Net one deployment. Yes, this okay. No, so this one, this repo is to be pushed for as open source repo. So don't commit this. Don't so no need to have deployment.md5. Quick questions. Having packages like having packages in pip install for something like our project, which is not unit or um, functional piece of, not unit or individual piece of code, but the entire working project, is that still common? Next, in this repo, as we push, what do we need to add to have that CLA or DCO for contributors? Because their contributions will also improve our system, and in turn may help our business. How does companies go about it? And lastly, I have opened a new VS Code with both repos there, and we need to generate a standard prompt and knowledge base from business/SaaS perspective for AIPA web. Maybe you can modify AIPA web and have needed knowledge base and our vision, and sort of product description there, so I can continue working on the business SaaS on that separate code. And here we keep our conversation focused on open source contribution. Okay, डिटॅचाचं केलंय, डिटॅचाकडे येऊयात. आता बऱ्याच वेळापासून आपण त्याच्याकडे बडी AI कडे नाही बघितलंय, झालंय बडी AI चं काम. What it is said. What I've built robust VM liveness merge ready. The root cause layer a real time display. Dashboard already polls, ठीक है. Authoritative backend provisioner, a new reconcile runtime liveness cron. Tips, ठीक है. There see default on purpose auto recording, a confirm delete duration as a terminated to auto free. नाही ठेवला मुद्दा म्हणून, ठीक आहे. इंडियनचा प्रोव्हायडर कॉल पर टिक, ठीक आहे. You are next if you want redeploy want the redeploy auto unlock. Already reclaim via existing terminate control. Provider call per tick and touches the redeploy path. From the droplet as terminated code. Okay. Verified locally. I'll report back the moment CI finishes. आता merge to main as 124. ठीक है. Destructive. The new acceptance test VM liveness. Okay. I think everything on main and CI green want me to go ahead and build RC. DO API confirms. The droplet is gone. Auto record terminated. And leave that until. Yeah, I think let's just. I think let's do layer C and then push the code, merge with main, and then we do this thorough testing. Right, so Detacha, our question. As you already know, this is targeted mainly for US and Europe public, and only dollar payment is accepted through Stripe. I have 2-3 questions that you need to think from business perspective, and also from the product leader perspective. One, we want some sort of trial period where users enter their credit card, maybe for 3 days or 7 days, and then they get it. So right now, first day is free, and then they get locked. But instead of even giving them 1 day free, we want to insert a trial box where user has to enter his credit card. For 7 days, he get free, and then after that we want to charge some amount whatever we decide on, and right now we are deciding on $9.99, so monthly. So once that is done, then the user can cancel subscription or trial period within 7 days if they want. After that, usual charge. Refund policy, let's just have standard refund policy. Yeah, I don't know in the trial businesses what kind of trial, what kind of policies go in terms of refund. So instead of just first day free of cost accessible and then lifetime purchase, we want to transition from there to a trial period, 7 days of trial period, where you input your credit card but it is not charged, and after 7 days your card is charged from $9.99 as a monthly amount. So what all changes are involved in this? That is the first phase of changes, and then few things will change because emailing will change. We want to allow that the users even for those 7 days, and then those who have made the purchase, they will continue getting email even on after 7 day about maybe the first part of our chapter, and not the entire content, but maybe the main part. And then the emails notification turn on off, those settings are already in the settings. So let's just have this first, and then we'll come to the other bigger challenge on how we can allow this for Indian users as well without explicitly asking for the country. Great. I am liking, loving. Yes. Oh, no, not बढ़िया. I mean whisper flow. That's great. Of course, बढ़िया. This thing I'm building is also something that I'm loving. It's actually groundbreaking in a way. Uh, there are people who have tried this, not that it's something entirely new, but then how you go about it, how do you go about solving problem at a higher level and at a more holistic level is important. So even though many times there are me too products, इसने किया है and maybe ये कर रहा हूँ, and then there are 100 people, and also out of India there are 100 people who have done that. Still there is sense in doing and pursuing those things to an extent, because people's thought process mindset are different, and their personality and their way of thinking gets reflected through the product that they build. And now in the age of AI, when you are directing AI, it's the test product design is what matters. AI will write the code which is functional, so there will be 100 websites which are functional, but the way data is presented, the options are presented, small things are looked at, those things will be key difference. So even though there are one-click installs for openclaw, for example, in the market, the way we are doing is going to be deciding factor whether people love us or not. And it takes time. Like the first build, maybe people will think, okay, yeah, and this and that are kind of same what new thing you are doing. But on top of it, when you start building onto it, on top of it, then you get to, then people get to see what is different there. Anyway, so we have got this. So AIPA web, AI presence auditor. So we had asked कि क्या क्या करना है. Is pip installing an entire working project common? Yes, extremely. The library versus application. Django, Ansible, Jupyter, वगैरह वगैरह. Your engine is exactly. So what we are doing in AIPA, I think I have not talked about it. So AI presence auditor, a companyची website टाकली जाईल. A company, anyone can insert a website and it will generate a report on how well this website is known to the AI. So what all things AI knows about it, and it will come up with 80 or 100 different prompts, and it will check on ChatGPT 5.5, it will check on Claude, Opus, and this and that. So it will do multiple models, and will understand what AI knows about your business. So if your business is a hotel, which is a local hotel, let's say in Bombay, then it would be like, do the people in Bandra know that this is if they search the top 5 sandwich places or brunch places in Bandra West, does your come in top or not in AI results? That sort of report we are generating, and then we are open sourcing the logic. People can insert their own API keys, and then they will get the report. And then we are building a wrapper around it, so we can turn it into a SaaS, and then later on give a full-fledged service. So that is this. So we have the open source model ready. I have not pushed it right now on GitHub. Maybe in a couple of days I'll do that. It's quite ready, but finishing touches before dropping it to GitHub. So we have started working on the front end side of it, from the business side of it now. That given that the core logic is ready, where it goes to 3 different AI, searches multiple things from the business perspective, and generates a comprehensive report. Now that part is ready. Now we are generating a front end for that, and then maybe later on we'll get a payment integration in that, Stripe and Razorpay, and then sending email to the user and this and that. So then how does the two projects combine? And that's where this AI is telling that you launch that open source project as a package of Python, so people can directly install it with pip install, and that will maybe generate a binary of it. I don't know, not binary, I think the actual code get your engine exactly this shape, an importable library, and AIPA CLI. Distributing the whole engine as one pip package is the standard and expected thing. The only place a pip isn't the right place is a full stack web app. So DCO versus CLA, what is it? Then the second thing is like developer certificate of origin and contributor license agreement. Contributor certifies they have the right to contribute. Contributor signs an agreement, very low friction, higher CLA, contributor license agreement. Contributor signs an agreement granting you a broad license. The key fact for your business, because this is a repo, is Apache 2.0. Every contribution already comes in under Apache 2.0 already lets you, your commercial SaaS, use those contributions, the patent grant included. So for your goal, a DCO is sufficient. You don't need a CLA to legally. Okay, so we need to know Apache 2 license versus MIT license. Difference between Apache 2 versus MIT license for open source projects. And एका प्रोजेक्टला मी Apache सेट केलंय, दुसऱ्याला MIT केलंय, but I haven't really gone through what is the difference. Completely silent on patents, you get an implicit right to code, but if your contributor letter claims you are violating, you have fewer built-in legal. Apache 2 is contributors grant you the right. Okay, so Apache 2 is fine. So if we are also building a business SaaS on top of our open source project, what license should we use? Yeah, I'm just now lazy in prompting. If you are building a commercial SaaS product on top of your open source, neither Apache or large cloud providers like AWS can freely take your MIT and host it as computing. Pure licensing. This is a gold standard of modern open source SaaS companies like Grafana and Plausible. The open source license, you license the core public repository under GNU. And then the SaaS loophole closure. Traditional open source licenses like GPL only trigger commercial, because the MB containers avoid like plague, they will pay you for a commercial license to use your software without open source restrictions. Alternative. Okay, so what is the downside of using MIT? So what is the downside of using MIT or Apache license in our case? Will we ever have any liability if we develop a paid product on which other contributors have also contributed? And what are some successful financially projects which have used these licenses, MIT, Apache, and AGPL? I'm hearing this for the first time. AGPL v3, so on. We do not mind much about others using our code, but we do want to ensure that we are secure. Yeah. आता या पॉइंटला Apache 2.0 लायसन्स कन्फिगर केलेलं आहे, so I may have to change it in that case. Downside of MIT and Apache 2.0 in your case. Fork and compute risk. Permissive licenses grant anyone to right to copy to your code base वगैरह, ठीक है. If a computer risk of community contributions will have intellectual property if external contributor copies code from proprietary product. Okay, so without going too much into it, Supabase Apache 2.0 आहे, fine, I am happy with it. Grafana आणि Plausible, ठीक आहे. Grafana बरीच मोठी सिस्टम आहे, Mongo वगैरे, ठीक आहे. Okay, we are also launching pip install package of this project we are working on. So what do you recommend in that case? Okay, so if somebody is watching, what we are trying to do here is we have this open source project. Now this is a simulation. Basically it's called, I mean, the final name is not decided. Let me just launch it. IPA workspace web, right? So let's just activate virtual environment and UV con. So what we are doing here is any company will come to the website, they will they will add their website to our site. So let's say I put CTOschool.live, and it will do a scanning, and it will generate a report on how well different AI models know about your website. Now this is a dummy code, so right now what you are seeing report here is a dummy report, but it just tells me in a relevant and realistic manner what AI knows about me, like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. So right now we have integrated three, no, actually five, Perplexity and XAI as well. So five AI different models. It will run about 82 different prompts, and it will generate a holistic, detailed report. That's the goal. And because we want to also attract users, businesses, and then before they start paying us, we have converted into a two-step system. So for free they will get a small report, and then they pay some amount, and then they get a detailed report, and based on that report they can take action as to how what kind of content they need to write on their website, so AI like ChatGPT, Gemini, and others know more about their company. And then this is a difficult problem to some extent, because let's say a business could be a hotel in Bandra versus it could be a SaaS product from Bangalore, or it could be an industry from MRDC. So everybody's requirement is different. A SaaS product would like to know what the relevant questions that people might ask, like let's say the best CRM software for hospitals. But a hotel might want something like top five brunch places in Bandra, and an industry person might want best RCC concrete mixtures in Nashik, for example. So these sorts of prompts will be generated in a heavy quantity, 50, 80, 100, and then they will be checked across multiple AIs, and will generate a very comprehensive report. And then we do have to incur the cost of API and etc. So we do have want to charge them, but then directly charging is also probably turn users away. So we are coming up with a small system with like the three prompts. They get a sense of it, and then they get a detailed response. So that's this product AIP, and then we are launching it as an open source project. So the entire logic of generating report and asking these questions to AI is open source, and then we are building a business SaaS on top of it. So and then that's where we are asking what sort of license we should use, because we also want to build on top of it. And then for building Amati and Apache are fine, I think. So, I don't think we should go with AGPL right now. Launching a PIP package significantly impacts your license strategy because Python packages, yes, because you want to ensure business is fully secure from IP recommendation metrics. If the Python package is a client SDK API wrapper used only to connect a developer's local code, MIT, the core software itself, it prevents computers from importing your. I don't mind importing. I think I'll just go with Apache 2.0 right now, because this is my first open source contribution. I just want to be open about it with everyone. So let's go with Apache. So we are here. Right. The key fact for you, because this repo is Apache 2 and every contribution already comes in Apache, you would only want a CLA if you might later re-license the engine. CLA preserves. My recommendation, start with DCO now, add a CLA only if and when you decide you want a relicensing flexibility. To add DCO, the repo needs contributing factor, okay. When they give it, let me start with DCO. Developer certificate of origin. All right, I think we can go with DCO and API knowledge base. Okay, so this has done the knowledge base. Recap of your three, totally standard, yes. We can go with DCO. We'll go ahead with Apache license, and DCO is fine. PIP we can do, but we need to do a final check before converting before creating the pip package, and also before pushing the code to GitHub as open source project. AIPA web knowledge base, I'll check in separate window that I have, and I'll continue there. All right. Then we have not this carousel. So अपन multiple projects और काम करते हैं. I don't know if anybody watching you want to prefer Marathi, Hindi, English, because this channel has largely Marathi and Hindi content. And one of my first attempt to do live streaming, I had tried it few years back, but again, one-off thing. So I'm just testing right now the latency, lagging, the configurations for audio, video, and so on and on. So, you know, if the feed works, if the streaming works properly, then I intend to do all my development and coding in the live fashion only. So if you have any feedback, that would be great. Later on, I'll probably add some music as well. But yes, so this is on the CTOschool side and then site account. So if anybody is here, you probably know us from CTOschool, and this is still in beta. We will be launching real soon. The site is live, and we have given the entire content for free over here, so students can come and learn all of these things, and new things will be added. So entirely for free, which is front end, back end, DevOps, cloud, machine learning, deep learning, eventually blockchain, product designing, capstone project, a sort of 1-year roadmap that students can learn for free, and then they can log their activities. So if you go to the feed, you can see here some of the posts. So you know, whatever you write, you can just, whatever code you write, you can just upload it over here, the photo of it, and that way you maintain your own diary. And as we speak, my developer, my colleague, is working on GitHub integration. So if you push something on GitHub, automatically those entries will also come over here. So yes, so that is CTOschool. I'm not actively working on it right now. Spent some time on it a few weeks back and handed it over, so I can take more complex projects. And then this one is the most complex that I'm working on right now, which is Buddy AI. So let's do this Buddy AI. Let's just see what is happening here. This is merged. Okay, so let me share this screen as well. Here, git pull. This has got so many services. This is really the most complex software that I have ever built. Building, okay, so building will take some time. What are we doing over here in Buddy AI? We are building a personal agent who works like a buddy, who's like your partner without the physical body, but he has the digital body, like he, she, or they have a digital body. So they have the digital brain, a brain lives in the digital layer, but they have the body for interacting in the digital world. You know, this is a very interesting analogy, and I always found it really really, I would say, not intriguing, but clarity driven, that we live in two different identities. We have our physical identity, right? We live in the physical world, and we use our brain, we use our body to navigate in the digital world, sorry, physical world. Then we created a internet, which is a digital layer, and then on internet we use our brain. So even if you don't have hands, you can still interact in the digital world. like Neuralink. If a Neuralink patient, and that was what the patient, that the trials have been going on, without just thinking, you can interact, you can make a tweet, you can make a chess move on your computer. So whatever you are doing on internet is only brain thing, right? It's not physical body. But the physical world, you need the physical body and physical brain. And then, okay, so our physical body, physical brain, then our physical brain is using the digital body, digital realm. So on the internet you only need brain. Then we developed AI, which is a digital brain, which resides on internet. And then now that brain, which is an AI, which lives on digital layer on internet, if it wants to act on that layer, it needs its own body, a digital body in a way. And that is what this openclaw and hermes are about. They are the harnesses, they are the systems that gives body to the brain. ChatGPT by itself will act as a consultant. It will tell you the information, but it will not act on it. To act on it, you need limbs, you need your legs, and you need your hands. And that's what openclaw and that does. Now the problem is, at this point, that setting up something like openclaw, which combines the brain and the body for AI agents, is difficult. It takes time. It takes few days to set it up and then understand how to use it, how to set it up, etc. And then this system that we are building, Buddy AI, kind of condenses that into 3 minutes. So in 3 minutes, you get your own AI agent, which has a brain and which has a body, which has its own machine, and it does few things for you really, really well. So it's sort of a personal intelligence. It's built on top of openclaw and other things, so not like completely developed from scratch. You don't need to, because you need to work on multiple tools which are already been developed. But yes, that is what is. So like, user comes, logs in, pays the amount, a server gets pinned up, openclaw gets installed on that server, user gets the access to that openclaw, and user then can configure his WhatsApp, his Telegram, Slack, and then start interacting with AI from that. And then we have configuration files which are ready to go, with which user can directly handle his Gmail. I mean, the agent can handle a user's Gmail, user's calendar, invites, and many other things. So that is Buddy AI. Let's see what is happening on AI Presence Auditor. DCO is wired up. Here is what I added to the engine repo. Okay. Developer certificate of origin, not a CLA. And your work section in contributor requiring git commit. I don't know. I have to really check. I don't want people to get pissed off if this is not a common practice to add DCO there. But well, let's just trust Claude here. DCO overwriting, started contributing. Okay. The one manual GitHub step, which when you go public, enable a DCO status check so unsigned PRs are blocked. Okay. Is that a common thing though? Is this the common thing? What if we skip DCO? We don't want to piss off the other contributors as such. Please guide. इथे नॉलेज बेस आलंय का बघायचं आहे आपल्याला. त्याने कुठे सांगितलं नॉलेज बेस? नॉलेज बेस AIPA docs decisions log, and AIPA waivers on cloud standard prompt. So इथेच claude.md टाकली आहे त्याने, म्हणतो तर आहे claude.md. 2 झाल्यात का? ठीक. So what this is, cost and abuse, we must fully, yes, let's just check की plugins यूज केलेत का इथे कोणते plugin. कार्पॅथी स्किल्स टाकलेलं मी. फॉरेस्ट चँक अँड कार्पॅथी वन अवेलेबल अपडेटेड. Let's just check this plugin. Politica, right? So we do want to use it, so select आणि enable plugin use कसं करायचं आहे. Slash plugin. You want to activate this plugin. That. Marketplace add. Install पण केलेलं आहे. Let's just fucking install this for you. आणि reload plugins. Reload plugins. आणि आता we want to ask what should be our first prompt there. But what is this saying? First, is this your common? Yes. Is it annoying? Mostly no, but you don't need it. First, untangle two things. CLA, a legal agreement contributors sign. Here's the first thing that you need. TKDCO, just a signed off by line added git commit happen by add used by Linux kernel GitHub. It's regarded as contributor friendly option. The only real friction someone forgets is. What if you skip it? Here is the key fact. Apache 2 says any contribution intentionally submitted is licensed under Apache 2. GitHub's terms of service independently say that opening a PR to a licensed licenses that contributor under repos license and that the contributor affirms they have the right to do so. You can already merge, ship, and build your commercial product on community. What this actually buys you, not extra rights, you have those already. It buys a provenance paper trail. Each contributor explicitly certified I had the right to submit this. That's a defensive insurance against a future someone contributed code that didn't own. My honest answer, given your priorities, don't deter contributors. Stay simple, test the waters. I would keep enforced DCO for now. You are legally protected. You can add DCO in afternoon later if the project grows and the paper trail. The files are added already committed, so backing them out is clean. Okay, I think keep DCO. Give me give me the prompt to get the AIPA web project started further in which is open in another VS Code terminal. Okay, build झाली आपले. Then let's go to migrate. मग ड्रॉपलेट मध्ये काढायचं आहे आपल्याला काही गोष्टी. ठीक आहे, सो लेट्स कन्फर्म दिस. Clean slate reset only if testing from zero. Yes, dude, I do want to test from zero. Okay, so we have multiple services. Billing worker, caddy, control plane worker, library worker, migrate, notification worker, Postgres, provisioner, Redis, web gateway. You need to know exactly what everybody is doing. ओके, सो कॅनॉट इटरेट ओव्हर नल नाहीच आहे आता या पॉईंटला, सो ते डिलीट केलेलं आहे. दिस इज ऑल्सो फाईन. हॅपी पाथ, क्रिएट, कन्फिगर, ड्रॉपलेट. ओके, टाइम टू टेस्ट. Companion, that's actually yours. Okay, it forgot the four things, four tabs. Then oh, so this dashboard, if user comes to dashboard and doesn't have the droplet configured already, then it looks like this. But it should actually follow the it should actually follow the flow we had for create, and the create page looks like this. You can see that it does not know that the user is already in. बरं, ठीक आहे. आता आपण तडजोड करतोय गोष्टींशी, त्यामुळे ओके. Bring Gen to life. Bring Gen to life. Bring Gen to life. So the create slash checkout as the same, no login awareness. And when user is logged in, these these two pages seem not natively integrated in our overall UI, because dashboard dashboard. ओके, असं करावं लागेल, नाही तर की डॅशबोर्डवर तो येणारच नाही हे जोपर्यंत होत नाही तोपर्यंत. बट स्टिल लेट्स जस्ट सी. फर्स्ट analyze the existing flow and existing issue, then come up with ideal flow with least friction and overall solution. then we right now if I do this, and then when I move to next type not pop up, guessing because the user already a record of subscription, but best while we are not one to really see uh, is happening behind the scene. Are we updating database DB entries accordingly, and the ideal behavior for पण त्याच्याकडे आपण एकदाच तक्रार करूयात, आता सारखी सारखी तक्रार नको करायला, कारण त्याला एकाच वेळी पूर्ण कॉन्टेक्स्ट मिळेल. तर प्रोव्हिजन होतंय इथे झालं की आपल्याला इथे दिसायला पाहिजे ड्रॉपलेटच्या गोष्टी, ड्रॉपलेटची हेल्थ, ड्रॉपलेटचा टाइम. तोपर्यंत आपण SSH करून ठेवूयात. ID root at AI presence auditor काय म्हटलंय prompt. Okay, so kick off prompt, paste this prompt. We are building काय सांगितलंय, narrate this hurdles. This repo consumes the engine via auditors, never copy or editing from here. Keep the MVP simple, escalate only. First verify slice one works, then build memory and guardrails. Keep each guard designed to UX paradox in your short plan. All right. guardrail thresholds. Skip. Domain cache 6 hour, 8 new previews, hyper IP, 100 previews per day, global cap, comfortable for demos. Right. How should the per domain cache behave for a demo within same domain within the TTL instant? Let's see की बड़ी AI झाला का पूर्ण provision. तर आपण डिटॅचला टाकलं होतं. त्याला काय म्हणतात? Read this. Great. We want to think through carefully. This is bigger than it looks. You are not tweaking a paywall. You are changing the fundamental modern access. You bought it. You have it forever. Your subscription is currently trailing or active. Access must now be revocable when somebody cancels. That is true. The product is 365 has a natural 1 year shape that matters for pricing. Actually competes a year 120 more than 99. Good for completers. But contemplative daily habits on hard. And your own analytics already track a steep early drop off curve. Monthly billing means you re-ask for a sale 25 12 times. An annual plan with a 7-day trial maps perfectly to the content length. Assist payment. I recommend offer both annual monthly flexible. Don't lock yourself into monthly only. That is true. The card on file, 7-day trials convert far better than day one free than all. Trial and refund policy. A few things here are mandatory, not optional in your US and Europe market. Card network rules. For free trials, negative option billing. You must clearly disclose the terms at sign up. Send a reminder email before the first charge. The simple cancellation and offer easy online cancellation. Good news, your email. Yes, FTC take MI suggested policy is a scope mapped to actual code base. Try player switch checkout from mode equal to payment to mode equal to subscription. Right. Data model. The table semantics flip from purchase record to live subscription rate. Set. Okay. Email changes. What you describe maps to daily lesson of email with a teaser created by the existing notification. Yeah, the hard part isn't the geo detection, it's that the Stripe doesn't handle right. So we'll ignore India right now. We'll only focus on Europe and US. What pricing structure should the trial convert into? Annual hero plus monthly. Offer both. Make annual the default since program is 365 days with 999 as a flexible option. I think that is fine. I think that's fine. What happens to one time 99? Retire it for new users. Yes, we want to remove it. But is not something go on after a year. We'll see at that point of time. It just when a subscription lapses, what access should the user keep? Keep already unlocked deals. What refund turns on the first real charge? 14-day money back guarantee, no refund. I would say 7-day refund, 7-day money back guarantee. This is one of the biggest change in Detacha, but I think the trial will convert more. So we do want to, and then we want to test this thing for other bigger SaaS projects as well. So this is kind of a stepping stone for building a much larger SaaS product over time. Not like we want to place our bets on Detacha itself, but it is the infrastructure which is what matters. Infrastructure, goodwill, understanding, insights, and all of that. So locked in 2 plans. Annual is the hero, both wrapped in the same 7-day card. Perfect. Stripe annual price and Stripe monthly price. Perfect. Lifetime is changed to subscription. A lifetime retired for new user applying called lifetime perpetual subscription, right? One thing to settle before launch. Europe region, your 7-day guarantee is shorter than Euro statutory 14 days. Okay, so let's do 14 days then. Two ways to claim, collect the explicit waiver at trial on or 14 days. Okay, let's just do 14 days. Okay. So let's start sequencing. Phase one, data model migration. Want me to write? Yes, to write the detailed implementation plan. Do note that this project, that this that this project is already live and functional. So the new changes should not break the existing functionality. And let's have 14-day refund. It's okay. Refund, right? What else? Do not merge the code in main since we have CI/CD pipeline, and it disturb will disturb the site until we are sure and properly tested. Sorry. I do have those Stripe IDs. You just tell me what to do, where, and when. Go on. Yes. Slice 1 is working. Here is what I verified. And slice 2 and guardrail plan. 300% on mock audit runner. 0 API spend SQLite only. Each guard doubles as a UX win per product. Let persistence. ओके, आपला कोड बडी यायचा कुठेतरी अडकलाय फॉर शुअर. अदरवाईज अदरवाईज आतापर्यंत हे झालं असतं. सो लेट्स जस्ट चेक कुठे अडकलाय कोड. To read the claude file and see if we have knowledge base as well. Set the knowledge base as the decisions code. All on model 0 API spent. For IP rate limit, per domain rate limit, global daily kill switch, faster daily preview, small constants. So from where we can set these limits and how we our next step for हे काम पूर्ण नाही केलंय, so we have to ask body AI. We need to check what is happening. Docker compose So how to check? Delete in the clerk user admin email fallback. Rest. The testing is in rest. It's been a while that is stuck in here. Give build commands to okay, so AI Presence Auditor मध्ये आपल्याला finally एक GitHub repo बनवायची and then you have to see final checks ठेवायचे आहेत. Great. Bring back to our core. What should be our next steps? AIPA web, right? Knowledge base, yes, we have one. I had been maintaining it, under maintaining it. Okay, the gap you caught, I had updated log but left Claude. The limits environment मध्ये ठेवले DB, all 5 are environment overridable. set them using this. Let's have kill switch automatic. Once today's new previews hit the cap, every new previews degrade to at least to the at capacity. Leave your email card cached. Domains keep serving free. Set on any preview. Start this. Price 3 payments is next. Geo routed 99 plus Stripe 9.99. That's the first slice. That needs one thing to flag before diving in. A small bit of pre-work. Runtime cases. What should we build next? Geo routed Razorpay Stripe plus webhooks. I would show a short plan before code. It's a test API keys. Okay. I think it is fine. We just have to see how perfect is. How do we take users on where they are from inside, and how trustworthy or robust that logic? First understand, for we do want to see the direct. Let's also have dot. Yeah, the issue with this streaming latency is that I cannot see the user in real time. म्हणजे बऱ्याच उशिरा कळतं की युजर येऊन गेला की नाही. तेव्हाच्या तेव्हा कळलं तर ॲटलिस्ट यू नो यू कॅन interact with the user. फिक्स करायचं ते बघा. This is a MIT analysis spanning the dashboard empty state and create funnel वगैरे. So I'm trying which conversion finalize. with Cloudflare. Yes, good with cloud default country. AC 99. Or US default. US default. I defaulted template to India. No man. Default to US. Do you have Stripe and Razorpay test account? Yes. Your approach good with Cloudflare. Default to US. Stripe accessible widely. Yes. Have payment accounts. Stripe. We do want to apply for more payment gateways. Here we need Razorpay. ओके इथे चेंज करायच्या ऐवजी सेपरेटली केले असते तर चांगले झाले. AI presence auditor published readiness. Current state code is clean, no stray, this and that, but there is a large unreleased batch sitting log. They're being grounded. Ship to but never cut into this. By project as a placeholder library. Annually judging the real audits for 5 to 10. Ever been run by this really two tracks. This ready. There is no one open issue. Free tier rate limits collapsing a multi-engine rand onto about. Okay, guys, I think testing has been so far successful. किती वेळ केली आपण? ओके 2 तास. वाव. 2 तासांची लाईव्ह स्ट्रीम. आय थिंक आय स्टॉप हिअर. काय काय प्रोजेक्ट्स आहेत नंतर परत बोलूयात. थँक्यू सो मच. सी यू अराउंड.